What's good? Sorry, man, ran a little late. I had to get some water, a little bit of my coffee. Now we ready to roll. What's happening, man? What's happening? A couple days out from this fight, I'm anxious. If I snap on somebody, it's because it's fight week, and this is a fight that I actually care about. Hyphy said, on my way to LAX, got to witness man down in person. That's what's up. Star City J, what's going on? General Squirrels, Harold Jones, what's going on? Derek McKee, Mark Blake, what's good? Derek McKee. I said, what's up before he said, I'm leaving, heading out from Bama tomorrow morning. That's what's up, man. Support the cat, man. God, I wish I could be there. King Louis II, salute. What's going on, man? Sierra F, good morning, my lady. How are you? Kane, the bad guy, good morning. DOG, Johnny Cage, what's going on? Talib Cunningham, Bronx on deck, says Drew Titan, what's going on? Brian Earl, if Crawford wishing he had this kind of promotion for his fight, Spence about to do 2 years of his deal in 1 to 5 rounds. Hey, man, I am not predicting rounds on this fight, dog. I'm really anxious, man. I had nightmares last night, dog. Not nightmares but it's like my dreams were focused on the fight, man. That's when you know you really into something. I'm riding with Errol Spence in this, man. I always get nervous before fights. I think Mikey Garcia is a very, very good fighter. You know, shit happens in boxing. You know how it goes, man. You just got to see the fight. But Mikey Garcia is an asshole, okay? And he's the type of asshole that I particularly like. You know how somebody can be kind of rude and just like Adrian Bronner's an ass. Like 100% Adrian Bronner's an ass. Says a bunch of stupid shit, just says it. Like just wears it on his shirt. Personally, and I know a lot of people might not agree with me, I would rather the Adrian Bronner type of asshole than the Mikey Garcia type of asshole. Because Mike Garcia is completely and utterly fake, man. That dude is absolutely complete. I mean, he just I don't like cats that talk out of both sides of their neck, man. You know what I mean? I can't stand that, man. You brought a mariachi band there, dog. Okay, if you brought mariachi band there, you got a couple churches. You got a couple churches of Mexican folk to show up to that, press, to that thing, and make a lot of noise, dog. That don't mean that everybody in Dallas is supporting you, dog. But you know, it is what it is, man. What's going on? Justin Marsh in the building. What's good? What's good? Jay Good, Tony Beckford. Let me make sure I say what's up to everybody else, man. It's like, yeah, he's talking that shit up big time. Man, what's going on? Toot Robinson in the building showing that love. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah, smash that like button on the way in. That would be great. Let me go back to saying what's good to the people this morning. Man, I really appreciate you guys showing up to the chat. What's up, bro? Southern California. What's going on? Just Mexican, right? When I say Mikey's an asshole, please don't take that as if I think that I don't like Mexican people. You know, I love a whole lot of Mexican fighters. It's no different than me saying that Anthony Joshua's a bitch, okay? Anthony Joshua's a phony, okay? The way he carries himself, you know he is putting on a face for the public. Right? There's something different than like Terrence Crawford doesn't speak in the public as much as I would like him to, but he's not putting on a face. He's not putting on a face. That's Terrence. If anything, all he's doing is just being a little more quiet. He's not putting out this picture of him being somebody that he isn't. Like being a fake. You're a boxer, man. You're not a business. You are not truly. You're not an NBA. Okay? You're not an NBA. And it's almost like these NBA guys that put the fake glasses on. Like, nigga, there ain't even no lenses in that. Why are you putting on glasses with no lenses? I need to wear glasses and I don't wear glasses. The only reason I'm putting glasses on my face is if I have to. Like, even the way Mikey walked out in the clothes he's wearing. I'm like, Errol Spence Jr. walks out in sweatpants and a hoodie. Like, this dude is an athlete. He comes out dressed like what he is. Mikey Garcia coming out in cowboy hats and blazers with dress shoes on. Dog, you're a boxer. US is a boxing match. He comes out dressed like he's a fucking announcer or something. And then says like stuff like, I got a lot of respect for him, and and I was really surprised that all these guys are picking me. Mikey, didn't nobody fucking pick you, Mikey. Okay? Mikey, nobody. You got Sugar Ray Leonard said Mikey. Other than that, that's it. Who the hell else has picked Mikey Garcia to win? The only other people that I hear are people that say Mikey got a chance. Oh, this can go. Mikey's got a chance. Oh, Errol Spence, he'll be stronger. Saying good things about Mikey, saying Mikey has a chance, but there's not some big swarm of boxing experts picking this dude to win. What the fuck are you talking about, Mikey? For real, what is Mikey talking about? I'm looking for all these experts that are picking him. Josecito Lopez and Sugar Ray Leonard, kind of. Just come on, man. Dude, don't be sell a fight. Yeah, sell a fight. Dog, but come on, man. Calling Errol Spence an opponent? Dog, you fighting for his belt. But see, that's what I'm telling you. It's fight week and I'm amped. Like, I'm amped. Man. I'm amped for this fight. Amped for the fight. Errol and Wilder, the realest in boxing. Yeah, those are real dudes. What's going on, Don? Oh, well, let me get these super chats, man. T Plums, man, what's good, man? Tomorrow we still on with Game of Thrones. If you want to come back for that. T Plums and Donald Banks, and my prediction for the fight, a lot of pain. What's good, man? Much love in the super chat. Yeah, man. Could be a lot of pain, dog. Could be a lot of pain. It could be a lot of pain, dog. Yeah, Josecito Lopez. Because Josecito Lopez said it? You trying to claim that's your hole? I fought in Dallas all the time. All the fans are going to be there for me. Dude, he's out of character. He doesn't even sound like the same dude that was fighting Robert Easter. That's not the same face as the guy that was fighting Robert Easter. That's not the same. At least, I'm telling you, at least Adrian Broner is the same jackass every fight. Sergey Kovalev, same jackass every fight. All right, every fight, same dude. Mikey I could see where Errol was like, man, he was like, yeah, you talking all that stuff with your boys, your brothers, you talking all that smack. You play up here, you up here trying to play humble. And you could just see that this cat is literally, first of all, he's literally hungry. He's literally hungry. Mikey's sitting back there eating whatever you want to eat, relaxing, ain't gotta cut weight, ain't gotta do anything like that. Sitting back there, man, like, all right, man. Anyway, man, Lopez is friends with the Garcias. Oh, yeah, man, of course. Josecito Lopez trains with Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia trains Josecito Lopez. He also trained Abner Mares, who pulled out of that ass whooping against Tank Davis. When he just happened to have a camera crew. By the way, now that it's gone, I can say something about Abner Mares. Abner Mares, how the hell you got a camera crew going with you to the hospital to check your eye out? How did that camera crew just happen to be there, dog? Did your wife wake you up and say, let's go to the hospital? Oh, hold on, baby. I got to call the camera crew. I got to call the production company to take me there. Abner Mares is about to get murderlated, and I still maintain that. I had to apologize, I had to, wish my condolences momentarily on him, hoping that he gets well and he didn't really tear his eye up. Yeah, maybe it's true, but I just want to know why you had to comment. How did you time that camera crew to go there with you? I just did something on Patreon about liars today, man. Scratch a liar, find a thief. Scratch a lie, find a thief. That'll be his Lopez. Yeah. I know he is. What's going on, Bottom of Cali? Richard Smith, what's good? Todd Myrie said I was mad as hell, bought tickets to Tank's fight. Yeah, would have kept Robert Garcia from going 3-0. He'd be 0-2 right now. He'd have lost his last two fights. Robert Garcia would have. Would have lost his last two fights that he trained. I don't get motherfuckers, man. Hold on one second. Yeah, let me go. Infamous fight fan, Errol mad about that comment Robert made about his girlfriend. What did he say about his girlfriend? What did he say about his girlfriend? Kevy Kev said, just curious, why do you say you can talk about it now, but not before? Because I had to wait a little while to look at it. I was like, when I originally, because I went in on Abner Mares. I was like, man, that dude jumped out that fight so he didn't lose, because that was a mismatch. Right? Then he came out and said he had the torn retina. So I was like, look, man, all right. He's saying, because originally they said it was an elbow. He was only going to be out 3 weeks. And when he said it was an elbow, I was like, oh man, you lying. And then he came out later after he got a lot of sweat and said it was a retina. I was like, okay, it's a retina. All right. Hey, well, it's not an elbow, it's a retina. So I hope he gets better. Hey man, if cats were like, never doubt the heart of a street dude and all that. I'm like, first, my thought when people said that was like, no, I doubt the heart of a lot of dudes in the street. That's why they're snitches. Ain't those dudes in the street snitching? But anyway, then I took some time and I watched what was going on. And I'm like, hold on, man. When this dude went to the hospital and the doctor put the diagnosed him, they diagnosed him on camera. When the fucking last time would you, as a fighter, take a camera crew to a hospital? It seems like you have the camera crew there because you want everybody to see it and not be able to doubt it. And I just so happen to be doing a lot for my Patreon channel. I'm going through a lot of stuff on my Patreon channel because, like going through a lot of documentaries, going through a lot of stuff. I just did some videos about a lobby in Israeli lobby. I did stuff on Venezuela. I'm doing stuff on Syria. Right, really, breaking down candidates and going through all that, and dude, you just see a lot of like Russian, bots, and you just see a lot of the same mechanisms where public relations people sell stories and how they go about selling stories, how they go into like a boxing, and there's no reason for me to believe with this much money on the table, right? For example, Deontay Wilder just got $100 million offer the other day, right, for 3 fights. $100 million. There's a $1 billion budget for DAZN, right? If there's a $1 billion budget for DAZN, a $600 million budget for ESPN, just say that's the budget. You got a lot of money over on Showtime, right? You got a lot of money on Sky. Then that's telling you boxing is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And these fighters, we always just look at their purse. We're not necessarily always looking at the fact that there's a lot of value in the content of the boxing match. And that's why there's a lot of ducking. Even with all this money being made place, there's cats trying to position and do these things. Marketing companies are just as big a part of this. I'm looking at the way that, ESPN articles on Anthony Joshua and Business Insider articles on Anthony Joshua. These are like 3-page long professionally written articles, right? I'm like, oh, these guys are getting paid for that. They probably got paid by the word for that, right? So I'm like, okay, there's all these marketing people are doing the same shit. So when I look back at the way that they put out that story on Abner Mares, it just rang the same way. It's like, okay, now you've got this $1 billion, exactly. I'm sorry, it's a $1 billion budget for Fox because it's the same budget it's just about the same budget that you have on DAZN at Fox. So $1 billion, where are they going to spend all of that? They're going to spend some of that stuff in marketing relations, right? You even got like the way Mikey Garcia, like you notice all these videos being done on like Fight Hub and all this shit. That's Mikey Garcia. You see Mikey Garcia, all these guys doing commercials in front of just regular YouTube channels for the head of this fight, talking about snack and eat. Oh, what do I take for snack? Oh, when I need to go to sleep at night and I need to recover, I use this snack product. He's given interviews with snack on his head. There's a lot of money, a lot of stuff behind this. So when I saw that, went back to that, I was like, oh, are they protecting their investment? I don't believe that shit anymore. And maybe it's true, but it's a good possibility that it's not true too. And very, very convenient. Very, 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 very convenient. Yeah, let me see. Wilder got $100 million, includes AJ now. I really hope he takes it, or this fight is never going to happen, man. He can do whatever he wants to do, man. He can do what he wants to do. Even if he takes it, if he does take that money, then I certainly hope that that he still gets the same amount of money if AJ ducks out. Because I don't doubt that AJ will still duck out. I don't doubt at all that he'll still duck out. Let me make sure I go back. Let me go back up here, man. Oh, I missed some super chats, man. To Justice, just into get some cash. What's going on, man? Appreciate you, Justin. And T Plum's in the building. Don Banks, my prediction. Oh, yeah, I got you guys all. Cool. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Whatever happened to Victor Ortiz with that Casey card? I don't know, man. Oh, Brian Fannon, I never heard of Maris having that surgery. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it, man. Because look, man, some of these cats are just phony as shit, man. Just straight up. That's why I did the Patreon, man. Please join the Patreon. Because I'm telling you, man, I'm giving you the raw over there. I'm giving you the raw on Patreon. You scratch a lie, you'll find a thief. These are the lioness some of the bitches on planet Earth, dude. They have no compunction about lying to you. Straight out lying to you. Just to say, and they'll say whatever they need to say to get you to do what they want you to do. Which is why I'm not a big fan of cats that do that, man. Sugar Fantastic in the building. Much love, man. Todd Myricks, yes, you did. You did. Thank you very much for joining the Patreon. I'm at 44, dog. I'm almost to 10% of my goal. Almost to 10% of my goal. DAZN is trying to get undisputed heavyweight champ on their network, and they threw the bag at Wilder. Yeah, what's going on? Only me. Richard Smith, how do you join Patreon? You go right here. Here, I'll give it to you. Is that Richard Smith or Richard Burton? I'm gonna put it Richard Smith and Richard Burton. I can't remember who asked for it, but here it is right here. Just go in there, man. It's only $10 a month. If you don't give super chats, some people aren't able to contribute super chats on a regular basis. Patreon is a very, very good alternative, dude. And for real, man, we talking about it over there. And I do special requests for information in your personal life, dude. For the first time, dude, I'm really about to read somebody's. I'm not going to give them legal advice because of where they are, but I'm going to teach cats how. I'm going to really teach cats how to read contracts. I'm going to teach you how to read them. Not going to teach you how to write them. That's a series that I'm going to do, but I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you what to look for in deals, how you can get in them, how you can get out of them, what the major sections and what you should expect to see, and we can walk through the whole thing, dude. And I can give you an education, not telling you, not making you a lawyer, right? I'm not gonna practice law when I'm doing this, but I'm gonna teach you enough for people that do not have a legal background to be able to read any agreement before you go to a lawyer and get them to review it with you, right? If it's significant enough to get you what you need to know. And it'll help with boxing, but it'll happen in real life a lot better. So when I send from my bank account, what is that, Richard Smith? You talking about the Patreon? Yeah, you can do the Patreon with, they have all kind of different ways that you can do that, man. It's usually from like, it's not like a chat. It's you have a card. If you have a card, a debit card, or if you got an account, yeah, I'm sure you can. But just let me know, man. I hope that you can. If you can't, I understand. But once I get closer to that, dude, I'm really going to break down some lessons. But that's just got to be in like a live stream with only a certain group of people in, man. What's going on? What's blazing in sports? Whose tube is this? Mine. What's good, man? He said, the Don, I'm heading to take my mom-in-law to lunch, but I'm listening while I can. Bomb squad, man down. FYI, get your Marvin Gaye poster stamps on 4/2. It's unreleased You're the Man album on May 29th. That's what's up. I got to tell my boy about that. He probably already knows it, though. Much love in that super chat. Let that chat. Yes, hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Wow, okay, have a card. Yeah, you can do a card on Patreon. But it's really good content over there. I'm telling you, man. We're really going to break that down, man. Over there. And we're getting ready for this power. We're getting ready for the elections. That's why I'm studying a lot. Puts me in a real bad mood, though, dude. For real. Like, it just really puts you in a bad mood, man. But in doing so, you can see what Eddie Hearn's all about. You just go look at the way the cats are doing this stuff in Venezuela. Look how these cats are doing this. Oh my God, man. This legislation in Arkansas where it's crazy, dude. It's crazy, dog. Yeah, I can talk about reparations. I can talk about that. What's going on in the real Pitbull? What are you laughing at, the real Pitbull? You talking about the stuff in Venezuela? My God, man. That shit in Venezuela? Them motherfuckers lying. You lying. You just up there lying. I mean, dog, bold-faced lying. Just bold-faced lying, dog. Like, thinking ain't nobody gonna go about and look up and see what the deal is, dog. It is so crazy, dog. What's going on? It's cool to be you. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. What they pulling over there? See, this is the thing, dog. You pull the same shit too many times, that shit's gonna catch up to you. Because everybody sees you keep running the same shit over and over and over and over and over again, man. It's like what Derrick James said about Mikey Garcia. He's like, damn, the dude got 39 fights. If he ain't pulled it out in 39 fights, what the hell is he going to have that he ain't pulled out in 39 fights? The dude got 39 fights. Have you seen somebody pull something out the woodwork after 39 fights? Like, come on, man. Your career is 95% over and you think you pulling something out? They done seen what you do a bunch of times, dog. Yeah, Venezuela is, man, but I'm telling you, dog, they hold their money kidnapped. They kidnap their money. Like, it's just straight robbery. They just jacked them for $2 billion. Just jacked them for $2 billion, dog. Jacked them for $2 billion. What's good? If Wilder does go, El Terrible, one of my favorite fighters, El Terrible. Venezuela costs 100 US to buy a loaf of bread. Yeah, that's because they're hoarding it, dog. They're just stealing shit. That's artificial inflation because the people that have it are just hoarding the fucking food. Dog, it's like they have the shit, but they won't sell it to you. And they hold the money and they won't let the government, they won't give them their money. Dog, we got to talk about that on Patreon. There's $1.5 billion sitting in $1.5 billion sitting in banks in the UK that they won't let them have access to. Over probably $1 billion in fees that are owed to them by other people who they won't, so they don't have to pay. They're like, oh, we ain't got to pay you. They already buy all their stuff from other places. And the stuff that they have, they're just hoarding it because of, go look at the opposition party and then go look at the party that's in office. Just look at pictures of them. Look at pictures of them, dog. Look at pictures of them, dog. One picture looked like this. One picture looked like that. It's just hilarious. It's hilarious. But you believe it. Oh, yeah, you believe it. But I'm not talking about that on here, dog. What did King Corleone? Oh, hold on. What Real Pibble said? Who jacked him? The UK jacked him. The UK has $1.5 billion in gold reserves and money that they will not give to, that the Venezuelan government wants, but they won't give them because they imposed sanctions on them. They have $1 billion to buy food. And they're trying to give them aid at the same time that they're holding off their money and preventing them from buying the food. Dog, I gotta delete my chat. I hate politics, dude. I hate it. That's why I hate talking about it. Because you can't do it here, dude. You really can't do it here. It's a boxing conversation. But dog, just come on, man. Everybody talking about social, all that stuff, dude. Come on, man. Sanctions are designed to starve you out. That's what you call a siege. You ever watch the Game of Thrones where they have a siege? They surround the castle and they're like, you're under siege. How long can you survive a siege? Well, we've got enough food and things to last 3 years. We can wait you out 3 years. But they're just going to surround the castle and let them starve. That's what sanctions are. They're economic siege. It's an economic siege. Anytime you sanction somebody, it's an economic siege. You surround them. You don't let them get their money, right? Because the money's in international bank accounts, right? So you don't give them access to their money, right? So their bank account, they don't have their bank account. They also don't have their accounts receivable, right? And then you have an opposition party who's the wealthy class who actually hold all the materials and they won't sell it. They're hoarding the material. They're just starving the people out. That's all that is. And then they're going to say, we need to give them humanitarian aid. But guess what the humanitarian aid is going to have in it? It's going to have fucking AK-47s and shit like that stuck in it. That's why they're not letting that shit in, because the shit's got a bunch of weapons in it. They're going to give you some rice, some beans, and some AK-47s. I got to delete my chat, dog. Go ahead, man. I'm just telling you, dog. Like I said, man, my major in college was political science, and I hated it. I hated it, dog. I hated arguing with people with all this economic talk, all of that stuff, dog, because, man, these countries ain't failing because of failed economic policies. They're failing because they have sieges around them. They're surrounded and they can't get anything. They can't sell anything. And then their markets are completely based on one product. So you have a country whose only thing they can sell is oil. That's all they have. They don't make their own. They don't grow their own food. They don't make their own clothes. They don't do any of that, right? All there are is one component in a global ecosystem of products. So if people stop buying their oil, or they're not allowed to sell it or allowed to pay for it, now they got to get food shipped into it from other places. Dog, just think. And I'm not trying to favor one person or another, but come on, man. It's bullshit. It's bullshit at its fucking highest level, man. It's bullshit. And I listen to the thing that pissed me off, and I'm not even on my basketball. I'm not even on my boxing game today. Is I got to listen to people. I love my brother to death, but these cats always talk about failed economic policies and never pay attention to the military reality. Dog, they're surrounded. Shit. Anyway, dog, like I said, that's Patreon, man. People have to study military science, period. Yes, study it. It's all air. Anyway, man, you get it. Y'all get it. What's going on, Matthew Valentine in the building? What's good, man? Let me get back to this boxing. Jamahari Moore, I'm about to get this peach moonshine brandy, get some good smoked barbecue, some cigars, an ounce of Girl Scout cookies for this fight. My garage is going to be lit. Damn, you get them Girl Scout cookies too? Man, I used to get them Girl Scout cookies till I realized the Keebler mint cookies are the same damn cookie as the Thin Mints from the Girl Scouts. I was like, damn, I can get these shits all the time. But something about that Girl Scout box, I'd rather have a Girl Scout box. Yes, sir. Dog, it's all that shit. Oh, he said, hey, yeah, I can't wait to get out, dog. Yeah, man. Do you realize what these motherfuckers did to man, subscribe to the Patreon. It's going to be the same thing as Libya. Do you realize there are open slave markets in Libya? Open slave markets in Libya. They are taking black folk and putting them on auction blocks in the middle of fucking downtown in Libya. Black Africans getting sold into slavery in Libya. Thank you, Barack. Hell of a fucking job, Barack. That's why I was telling you I could never vote for her, man. I could name. There's a video that I did up about that on the Patreon. Check out the video I did on the Patreon about that. And here's the thing, man. Like I said, man, that was my major. And there's nothing. And my main professor was an economic. He was a conservative, right? And a black dude was a conservative. And there's this 10 tenets of political realism. Political realism. I'll never forget this. One of them is this, and I'm going to paraphrase. I don't have it committed to absolute memory like I used to, but this is the gist of it. To confuse the morality of the individual with that of the nation state is to court national disaster. To confuse confuse the morality of the individual with that of the nation state is to court national disaster, which means there are no morals. There is nothing immoral for a nation state to do, including shooting up kids, shooting up hot sieges. Go read the book that I'm reading. For a certain Patreons, I'm gonna start buying the books for you. I'm gonna do like a lot. I'm gonna do like what got to figure out some competition, and I'm gonna buy the book, and I myself will buy the book, send it to you, right? The Native American and the siege tactics used against Native Americans when you have a small group of the population fighting a larger group of the population, and how you go about it's dirty business, dog. Fannon, Girl Scout cookies is a strain of the Kush. B&B, yes sir. Oh, the real football man. I made a mistake voting for Obama. I regret that. Globalist motherfucker. Oh, dog, he's terrible. Dude, look. I'm telling you, that's why, man, it's hard on all of them. It's hard on all of them. You be better. Like, dog, it's hard on all of them, dog. It's hard on all of them. Which is why I'm saying, man, it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. That's why I'm like so in favor of Neely Fuller Jr.'s theory of how you approach this stuff, man. I really, really am. Being an individual, being as constructive as you can be in what you do, you think, and what you act, and try to eliminate confusion in your life, dog. But that's why I did it. Find a lie, scratch a lie, find a thief. Even that people that support that Michael Jackson stuff. You realize this dude would be worth $45 billion if everybody left him alone, right? Say none of this stuff happened with the kids. He didn't die. None of that. Do you know Michael Jackson would be worth about $60 billion? Michael Jackson might have been one of the top 15 wealthiest people on top 15 wealthiest men in the world. That's how much money, that's how much Michael Jackson controlled 20 years ago. All of the publishing rights, all of the catalogs that he owned, not his music, Eminem's music, the Beatles' music, and the way that he was going about purchasing more of it. Dude, this cat might have been worth $100 billion, man. $100 billion. Michael Jackson. But people just think this shit just keeps coming out the woodwork at him for no reason. These people want part of that, man. They want a part of that. If he did it, they want a part of it. If he didn't do it, they want a part of it. I want a part of that shit. Oprah want a part of that shit. Oh, what can you get? Hey, Oprah, I need you to do this since your channel's failing. Oprah ain't got that type of talent. Oprah's a pimple on Michael Jackson's back, dog. She don't own shit but a big fat ass mammy doll type shit. Anyway, what's going on, man? ERROL looked angry and irritated that Mikey was daring to step foot in the ring with him. He truly believes he's better than Mikey in every department. This should be interesting. I got ERROL by KO TKO. I think he's going to win, man. Hell yeah, Jose de Jesus. That's a lot of money. Dude, he could be worth $100 billion if they left him alone. You got to understand who Michael Jackson was. Skip all the other stuff. All of the did he touch somebody? Did he not do something like that? Michael Jackson is one of the most gifted performers ever. He's one of the most astute businessmen ever because look who raised him. He was raised by Berry Gordy. That's his like surrogate father was Berry Gordy. Berry Gordy understood publishing rights and crossover audiences, and they said about Michael Jackson, he would just sit there and listen to what people had to say about music, about the business. Michael Jackson was better educated in the music industry than Paul McCartney was by far, because he was trained by people that taught him that. Look what his father did. His father taught him the business to start with, right? Since he was 5, he understood the business. He understood it from literally the ground up, performing in strip clubs and watching his daddy count the amateur shows at strip clubs, catching his daddy catching money, doing deals with Motown. He signed his own deal with Sony. He's hanging out with cats like Marvin Gaye. He's hanging out with cats. He's hanging out with cats that that got ripped off. Talking about, Mike, man, you write this shit, dude. You need to buy this dude shit for real. That's the kind of dude this dude was, man. And they ripped this shit to they can't even rip him to the ground. Now they're gonna try to. This is how entranced he is. They're gonna try to. They're not gonna pull his shit off Spotify. Watch this. They're gonna be some minor talk about it, but they're never gonna pull his stuff off the air. Because if you got to pull his stuff off the air, you got to pull off everything he owns. If you pull his estate owns, if you pull off, and that's what I would be saying. If I'm the estate and they really had control, I would be like, I'm pulling all this shit. I'm pulling all the shit. I'm not giving you rights to any of the shit that's in here. That's Prince too. But, you know. Anyway, man, that's why Eminem dissed Mike in the song. So Mike all his rights in Eminem's published. He owns Eminem's life. He owned Eminem's life for 9 years. Yeah, he ain't playing. But anyway, man, boxing, the real pit bull. Fannon, did you see Fimo sparring Ugas effing monster? Yeah, he's a monster, dog. He's a monster, dog. He's a monster. I don't know he's got a who knows who's actually running it. I'm sure the prime beneficiaries of it is his children, though. His children and it's his children. This bores me. You're funny. Michael Wilson, I hope you're not dissing me, dog, because you can really go. If it bores you, I'm not, because I don't know why you're saying this. If this bores you, you can really leave. No need to be bored. You can go find something exciting to listen to. Yeah, Ugo's always waiting for somebody to punch, dog. And see, I don't really go off that. You don't know what Ugas is working on either. But Teofimo Lopez is an absolute beast, dog. No doubt about it, man. Yeah, exactly. With that church. What's going on? Oh, I'm sorry, Abel Mahari, man. Let me go back. You hit me 2 super chats. I'm sorry. I was in on one today, man. Hey, man, I much support, much appreciation to everybody that supports the channel, too. I really, 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 really appreciate it, man. You guys make my day. You guys make my day. Let me get to these super chats, though. And because I really appreciate you guys, man. Ooh. Here you go. All right, let me go back. Oh, yeah, Xavier Morales, great show. I like how you keep it intellectual. Might not always agree, but I always respect it. Keep it up. Thank you, Xavier Morales. Much love in the super chat, man. Xavier Morales. Oh, you did that twice? Hey, Xavier, you did 2 super chats? Email me if you didn't intend to do it, and I can cash app you the other $5. Just email me. Just hit me up. It's on my page just for business, whatever. You can send it to me if you did that on accident. Abel Mahari said, thank you for the support and great content. I hope to guest appear on your show in the future. I'll be dropping stuff in the Final Four in Minneapolis in April on my channel. Yeah, man, subscribe to Abel Mahari too. Abel Mahari said, I just sent a super chat. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt. Hey, man, yeah, we can do that for sure. Yeah, we can do it for sure. I haven't done a lot of guests on the show in a while, man. It's like I do that a lot less lately. But hey, man, for you, Abel, I'll definitely do it. Hey, understanding the reason. Much love in the super chat, man. He said, Fannon, I'm a big fan, bro. Keep doing your thing. Most intelligent boxing I've heard. It's man down season. Thank you, man. Much love in the super chat. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. It's just, I do boxing so I don't, do too much of that stuff, man. Read too much or do too much of the political social stuff. Because you see the same things in boxing. You see the same thing in boxing, starving people out, right? Like Guillermo Rigondeaux, they starved Guillermo Rigondeaux out. They starved Guillermo Rigondeaux out. If you're familiar with the history of boxing, they starved black heavyweights out from when was, I hate that I can't remember my Jack Johnson years, but from Jack Johnson all the way to Joe Louis, right? And that was over 20, I believe that was over 20 years. They might have been close to 30 years that they starved out. Because when did Joe Louis win the belt? In the 30s? I think Jack Johnson lost the belt in like 1911, 12, maybe a little bit different than that. I can't remember the years on Jack Johnson. But that was a long time that they starved out those heavyweights, dude. Ugas was letting Lopez get ready for his fight. I mean, that's reasonable. It kind of seems like that's a really big difference, man. Muhammad is the one said, getting my fix with you fellas is essential. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Cress Felton said race cannot be avoided. Nah, it's really hard to. It really is very, very hard to avoid it. But it is what it is, man. Fannon, ESPN made an interview with Terrence Crawford and my dog Goldie. Oh, by the way, if y'all want a pit bull, the best American pit bull, the real pit bull. And my dog Goldie out of bag, man, in the interview, he talks about how she influenced him positively to give more and go further. That's what's up, man. Hey, man, them dogs are some special dogs, man. Let me go back a little bit. Jose de Jesus, I think it's fucked up that the two main witnesses they have for this bullshit documentary committed perjury and they admitted it and haven't heard anything about them being prosecutor lying. They're not gonna. They're not gonna. Come on, man. They did it in the Cosby case too. They didn't punish anybody for perjury. They didn't punish anybody for perjury. Didn't threaten them with it either. And these people saying they didn't get paid for those interviews. No, they didn't get paid for we didn't get paid for any part of the documentary. No, you got paid for the interviews that took place after that. 6 figures a pop. 6 figures a pop. And you're gonna write a book. Fuck out of here, man. You should have said it when he's alive. But anyway, I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. Rumors on boxing scene that Wilder rejects the zone deal. If he rejects it, he's going to get more money from somebody else. That just tells you what's going on. I'm not saying when I put the videos out and I reported on it, I'm not saying he's going to accept it. I'm telling you that's what his going rate is. That's how that works. And if he doesn't take that offer, that tells you he's going to get more from somebody else. He's going to get more from somebody else. Or he's going to reject their offer and they're going to turn around and offer him some more. You know what I mean? It is. Hey, no worries, Real Pitbull, man. I support your channel, support you. I appreciate you coming here on the regular. It's much love. It's much love in there. Oh, man, we got a new Patreon, man. Thank you so much. That's 10 gongs for the new Patreon, for the new patron. And I can't say your name. I would, but sometimes the email comes out with your real name, but you got a different screen name. So just know, man, just let me know who it is that did it, and I'll say it on here, but I can't say it. I can't say it in Hey, what's going on? Essie said greetings from South Egypt. What's good, man? Thank you. Said maybe you ought to start a YouTube channel talking about other stuff than boxing. I tune in. Sean Woo. Hey man. Thanks, man. Man, look. That's hard, man. There's so many, it's hard, man. I like to talk to people. I like to talk to people on a regular basis, man. If cats are talking about, because I'm doing daily uploads, dog. I'm doing daily uploads on Patreon about these subjects, and I can talk to you, actually talk to you, actually respond to your deal. I'd rather have 500 patrons. I'd rather have 500 patrons than 40,000 YouTube subscribers any day. I'd rather have 500 over there than 20,000 over here. I mean, than 40,000. Yeah, than 40,000 over here on political talk. The boxing, this is a great platform for boxing. Oh no, she's the worst human being under the planet. She's one of the worst people on the planet, dude. What's going on, Underrated Darkness? Excuse me. She's one of the worst people on the planet. For real. Big E, if Spence take Garcia in spectacular fashion, if continues to get ducked, do you think he should go after Canelo at light middleweight? Much love in the super chat. SO said, daily uploads, how and when do you sleep? Dude, I sleep from 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is 8 hours. It doesn't take long once you get a system to do them. That's audio. All I got to do is talk. I got most of my stuff preset. It takes about 20 minutes. The hardest thing is just studying and doing my regular job and studying. But I do daily uploads, man. It's not hard, especially since over on YouTube, since over on Patreon, it's so much more fun because you don't have any trolls. It's troll proof because cats got to pay to troll you. They got to literally pay to troll you. It keeps it a very safe environment, man. But I sleep 10. Really, actually, I like to get in the bed around 9:30 p.m. Central Time and get up around 6 to 6:30, right? So that's 6.5. That's almost 9 hours of sleep. I work in my house, so I don't have commutes. I don't have a commute. My commute is this is my commute from this to work. I look over here. That's the commute from this to work. That's my commute. I got to do this. That's it. I'm blessed. I'm super blessed. And on Patreon, I can tell you why that is. But I'm really, really, really blessed. Oh, CVP Junior, man, would you recommend your Patreon to someone who's informed about most things in politics? Absolutely, I would. That's the best type of Patreon that I want because we can have a live stream together. Absolutely, I would. Absolutely, I would. Yeah. Much love in the super chat. Yeah, I would. But I'm going to tell you, it's kind of hard to be informed. You got to have this is how I think you learn. You got to come up with a nugget. You have to have a viewpoint that's like a kernel that applies to everything. Because what you think are desperate situations really are not. They are all part of the human life experience. So where you're evaluating something in boxing, something that happens in boxing, the same general principles are going to apply if you're talking about something in international politics. Same thing is going to apply if you're talking about politics in state. The same thing is going to apply when you're talking about another area of another area in entertainment, right? The core of your belief system and how you go about evaluating things is going to apply to all of those areas. It's going to help you understand things more quickly. Now, you might not be able to get into the nitty-gritty of it, right? Like the nitty-gritty of it. So I'm not going to have like a conversation of specifically about the history of the establishment of the state of Israel, right? From after World War II to 1947 to 1967, right? With the 1967 agreements. And there's going to be people that are going to be able to talk to you specifically about all of the different agreements, the different wars, the different battles that took place and how that adjusted over time. That's when you get into the real specialty. And if you're going to be specialized about that, you're pretty much just going to be specialized about that. But if you talk about what's going on in Chicago, like the development of political parties in Chicago, you're not going to have as much visibility into that, right? So, but yeah, absolutely, I would. I appreciate you asking that question because then you can have conversations about it. I love that. Herd is just too sloppy. Oh, I'm sorry. Jose de Jesus. I will not miss super chats. As always, go back here. Oh, man. Thank you so much, hey, Jose de Jesus. He said, thanks for the great content. Will join Patreon soon. Much love in the super chat. Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, I did miss it because I saw Big E. Sorry about that. Much love to Biggie again and CVP Jr. Much love in the super chat. Much love in the super chat. Okay, Christopher Jordan. ERROL or Crawford is going to unify 147. Everybody else is irrelevant. I'm going to tell you who's got an outside chance of that, though, man. I'm going to tell you I like Sean Porter, dude. I like Sean Porter, homie. No BS. I like Sean Porter. Sean Porter's showing me some things in his last couple fights that are making me feel a little more like, okay, he's not a football player. There's more to this cat. There's more to this cat than being a football player. So I'm like, hey, man, on the outside of it, I would say, hey, man, Sean Porter can give these cats some trouble, dog. And he's very experienced. Fannon, do you think the Garcias are trying to get under Errol Spence's skin in hopes of his anger works against him? Nah, I think I just think he's an asshole. I think he's trying to get in his own head, is what I think. I think he's trying to get in his own head. I think he's trying to sell his brand. I think he's mixing this. I think he's being a marketing. I think he's marketing, right? That's what I think. I mean, and he's talking a good game. He's saying, hey, man, he's saying what he's supposed to say. It's the disrespectful things that bug me, you know? And plus, man, I'm an Errol Spence Jr. fan and this fight's getting close, so I'm just irritated about it in general. But no, I don't think he's trying specifically to get into Errol Spence's head, because I think that he's a little shocked that Errol Spence is calling him out on that phoniness, saying, look, man, I hear what you say. He's like, oh, yeah, you heard that, huh? Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, why wouldn't I listen to you? You talking all that about how you're going to knock me out. You faking like you being polite in here, right? Mikey is talking out of both sides of his neck. One side of his neck, he's talking to the fans. The other side of the neck, he's talking to Errol. So I think he might, if anything, he was trying to be polite and respectful of Errol and catch Errol slipping, because Errol's not getting incited, right? He's not trying to incite Errol Spence, but he's trying to talk shit about Errol Spence to everybody else. That's what I think, because he's like, keep that same energy, right? If you're going to say that if you're going to say that to Ellie Sethback, if you're going to say that to these other people, then when you're looking at me and I'm right here, tell me that same thing. Tell me you're going to knock me out. Like you told them you're going to knock me out. You're going to tell me you saying I'm basic. Tell me I'm basic now, right? So Errol is like, man, I'm not, but basically I think Errol's telling this dude, look, man, I ain't buying. I'm not, and I think Errol's being real. Like, dude, I know what you about. You're not tricking me, right? This ain't no, oh, nice, hey, and then you're going to try to come in here dirty, you know? At least that's how I see it, man. I could be wrong. James DeVale. No, he does not have more balls than me. I've got two. I got two. How do you know I'm not a boxer. How do you know he's got more balls than I do? You know my life? You know my life? You think boxing is the only way you can show courage? Do you? You think he's got more balls than, Navy SEALs? You think he's got more balls? You think he's more brave than, people that walked, picket lines with dogs and water hoses and shit in the 60s? You think that? Huh? Mikey Garcia ever been jumped by 13 dudes? Ever? You know that? You don't know shit about me. I'm not a boxer. That don't mean I'm a bitch. And there's plenty of other people show bravery in this world other than boxers. Period. You don't know anything about me. I tell you what, Mikey is a phony with balls. He's a phony. That suit is phony. The way he carries himself is phony. That smile he got on his face, being skinning and grinning. All that's phony. Mikey Garcia is a mean dude that wants to beat somebody up. He makes a living beating people up. That's who Mikey Garcia is. Mikey Garcia is somebody who will not hesitate to punch you in your face and cause you pain. That's who Mikey Garcia is. That's who Roberto Garcia is. and they putting out something else that's phony. That's phony. When you're a real dude that enjoys beating people up, that enjoys fighting, that enjoys taking people's belts, enjoys watching people lose and making people lose, and you got this corporate face on, you're a phony. Roger Federer is a killer on the tennis court. He got no mercy for anybody. He don't care. He will cheat if he has to cheat. If he sees somebody get cheated, he ain't crying about it. And when it's over, he can give his little platitudes and say, what a great competitor you are. Buy Rolex. But that is a corporate face he's putting on. A corporate face. I've seen Roger Federer play a dude who got cheated by the crowd, by the judges, and not say anything about it. He knew people were yelling in the middle of the dude's serves. He knew that the guy had pressure because there were a bunch of fans around there who were Roger Federer fans. He didn't say anything about it, and he was quite smug at the end about the fact that it happened to the dude. And it was shameful. And I think Roger Federer is an absolute but he's a killer. He don't care about you. He don't care about the cats he's competing against. He's going to do whatever you got to do to win, and that's why he's a champion like that. But when he puts that bullshit face on, that's bullshit for the sponsors. That snack hat, that's bullshit. That's phony. That jacket is phony. That's not what he wears around. Why do you have a jacket on, dog? Are you going into a Fortune 500 company? You work for a Fortune 500 company? Why do you even have that on? You know how uncomfortable that crap he's wearing is? I wore a suit and tie every day for 15 years. It's uncomfortable. You don't want that jacket. If you have to wear that jacket on, you don't want to wear that jacket if you don't have to wear it. If you keep walking with them hard sole shoes on, you don't want to if you got to do that every day. That's why the older and the richer these dudes get, the less they wear that, the more you see them in sweaters, comfortable sweaters with some loafers and stuff like that. He's trying to sell an image. But and that's what the thing that I respect about Mikey is the real Mikey. The real Mikey is a brutal dude. That's a brutal dude. He ain't no different than Orlando Salido. That's why I like Vasyl Lomachenko. One thing I like about Vasyl Lomachenko, I ain't big on I'll get to super chats as I'm not actually looking at it. One of the things that I like about Vasyl Lomachenko, that is a real dude. That's a real dude. He ain't lying. He ain't add no extra sauce to it. That dude is like, yeah, man, if you got a belt, I'll fight you. No, I'm not moving up to 147 pounds, man. I might move back down to 135. I want champions. I'm not a 140 pounder. I mean, whatever. Why the fuck you doing all this? He's a real dude. If you listen to Vasyl Lomachenko and the things Vasyl Lomachenko says, Vasyl Lomachenko is a killer. He wants to whoop you, and he ain't hiding it. He's not being dishonest, but he ain't hiding it either. That's him. It's these phonies like Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya is another dude like that. Oscar De La Hoya is that dude is a mean, arrogant dude. Okay? He gets in the ring trying to hurt people. That's what he does. But then he gets out in front of the camera and he's a golden boy. And that's what I see Mikey Garcia trying to be. Mike Garcia trying to be the golden boy. I have 5 belts, which is more than any other boxer. All right, man, you selling your brand. You got a nice marketing, man. You selling your brand. I don't like that in boxers. That's why I don't like about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is just a mean dude, man. That's a mean dude. I believe that's a mean dude. If I met, and some people can disagree with me, but I truly believe that if you just straight up with Anthony Joshua and just you and Anthony Joshua and ain't nobody around and you say some sideways shit to Anthony Joshua will spin your head in a circle. That's what I believe, looking at how he carries himself. But when he's out there washing soap and doing all that stuff, taking underwear commercials and talking about business, dude, he ain't no businessman. I mean, he is that his career is a businessman, but come on, man. You a boxer that is listening to your advisors. Your business is boxing. That's what he is. That's what he knows. That's what he does. That's the real him. That's why I like Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder, you know who he is. You know what he's about by listening to him. I have no doubt that there's no difference between Deontay Wilder talking to people in the media about a fight than him talking to you if you on his compound in Alabama, you know, chilling with him, right? He'll slap shit out you. You know what I mean? That's how I see it, right? So you can say he got more balls, and I don't know that he got more balls than me. What you think I'm going to do if something comes up? I may lose. Trust me, I know I ain't going to beat up Errol Spence Jr., but if Errol Jr. tries to, I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to pick this shit up. I'm going to do something. You know what I mean? I ain't just going to, hey, if he going to knock me out, he going to knock me out. But you don't know me like that. Put this on earplugs you need because of hitting that gong. Super chat. That's my take on it. That's my opinion on the matter. I don't like phony people. That's why I have a hard time with politicians. I don't like phony dudes. Now, Barack Obama, I've met Barack Obama. I've met him. I don't think he's a phony dude. I know he's done some shit. With all that stuff that people say, I knew he was going to do that. Knew he was going to. I don't believe he's a phony dude. Cory Booker, that dude is phony. Fake, phony. See right through him. Anyway, sorry, man. Let me get to the super chat, man. I'm going off a little bit today. Like I said, I'm amped about this fight. I'm looking forward to it. Again, for Mikey Garcia fans, I don't count the guy out from being able to win a fight. I don't. I do not count him out. So don't come to me at no point in time ever saying I counted the dude out. But you're not really going to have more than likely, you're not going to have a chance to do that. But I give the dude his credit as a fighter. As a person, he acts like a phony. And that Mayachi shit, oh, that ain't cool. You got your boys, Mayate. I don't speak Spanish. Cats told me that. And I was like, oh, that's a slur for black. It's like calling black people, you know, the N-word. And he laughed at it. No, that ain't cool. If you think like that, if you like that, but see, there are street dudes that do that. I got into it, dog. I got into it with a cat about that. Was just dude was I think he was Mexican, was calling somebody all kind of shit. And I was like, man, what the fuck you doing? And he's like, oh, you know, if somebody was saying that about Spanish people, you know, what would you wouldn't, you say the same thing. I said, fuck no, I wouldn't. My mom is Cuban. Why would I say that? I've got a shitload of Cuban relatives. Why would I say that? Why would I do that? But he thought he's just going to get away with that shit. I'll say something to you now. What the fuck you doing? But anyway, I don't like that. I don't speak Spanish, so I couldn't even get the context. So for me, it's more like, all right, people are telling me who speak Spanish that that's what you said. All right, you're a Kovalev. Hey, only me. Yo, Fannon, subscribe to the Patreon under the name DOJ950. Can I get a vid about Illinois made it illegal to field cops while everyone else focused on R. Kelly? Yes, sir. You'll get it, dog. Absolutely. And I'll tell you what you should do about that shit. Because trust me, that shit more than likely ain't going to fly. That shit more than likely ain't going to fly. Yes, sir. Thank you, only me. Yeah, absolutely, dog. I will definitely do that. Oh, you just did the Patreon. Did I miss it? I didn't get an email, but much love in the super chat. Yeah, I'm going to go deaf with this gong. Wait till I get my big gong, because that's my little gong. This is a gong for a company we own. Every time we got a sale, we hit that gong. Reminds me very much of my early professional days. Every time I did it. Fannon, you missed the super chat I sent. Oh, that was a while ago. I think I got everybody. Okay, cool. Hey, look, Mexican cats want to get pissed off. I don't give a shit, dude. Straight up. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. He is a business. He's not a businessman, but he is a business man. That's true. I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. Oh, the Garcias are. It's talked about in this area. Hey man, I don't hold it against them. Robert Garcia, the way Diego Corrales beat the piss out of him, and the way that Joe Casamayor ended his career, I might not like black people either. Taking those beat downs. I mean, dog, they're Mexican. They can't really be racists. Okay? They can't really, that's my definition. They don't like black folk. Cool. I don't care. They ain't got shit that I want. They got no ability to cause me any problems whatsoever. Y'all being like that is a waste of time and energy because you have nothing to give. There is nothing to give, nothing to take. There's nothing for you to float superiority on. You don't control anything in the black community. So your dislike of us makes no difference whatsoever. Our black people's dislike of Mexicans have no effect on Mexicans whatsoever. None. We can't do nothing to you at all, other than fight in a boxing ring. And you can do that with anybody. So they can dislike me all they want. I will just kind of chuckle. Like, why do you care? Why do I care? You have no ability to affect me. If I couldn't stand Mexican people, which is not the case at all, what difference would it make to them? So what? And I mean it. So what? What? Are you gonna not give me a job? You're not gonna give me a loan? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Other than flex some temporary power, so a couple guys can walk up and beat me up. That can happen. But that can happen with black people too. Dog, their dislike between blacks and Mexicans of each other either way is completely inconsequential. It doesn't matter. You have no impact on me at all. Now, if Donald Trump didn't like me personally, life could get difficult. Life can get difficult real quick. If the majority dominant society in this country doesn't like me, then I got problems. Real problems. Like, damn, how in the hell did I lose that customer? Damn, I said something they didn't like. Damn, all of a sudden all my customers left. I used to have contracts with the state. Why can't I get any contracts with the state? Retrace your steps, boy. What'd you do? What'd you say? What'd you do? What'd you say, Oprah? Hey, Oprah. That's why Oprah. I'm sorry. Oh, Michael dead? I'll do it. He's dead. All right, it won't matter. Michael won't get mad at me. Yeah, Oprah, you gonna do this. Or we gonna put some shit out on you. Watch Oprah. Watch Oprah. Slip, Oprah. Somebody like, we got you on tape, Oprah. We know you got you on tape, Oprah. When we put the shit out on you, we put your emails out on you. What you think is going to happen to you, Oprah? Come on, man. And much respect, dog, to cats. But you can get mad all you want about what I say. You can get mad about hey, don't hate. Somebody called somebody hidden. Oh, somebody got hidden. Ain't no hate. And hey, man, I got nothing but love. I got nothing but love for Mexican folk. I got nothing but love for Mexican. You're a phony? No, I'm not. I'm dead. Hey, okay. I'm a phony. Does that mean Mikey ain't? What is this? Some sticks and stones shit? Okay, I'm a phony. So what? That doesn't mean Mikey's not. You think Mikey wearing cowboy hats around, dog? You think Mikey Garcia wakes up in the morning and he puts his suit and tie and his cowboy hat on and shines his shoes up and busts that smile while he's walking to the store? You think that's Mikey? You think that's Miguel? By the way, you think that's Miguel? Because his name is Miguel. That's his name, Miguel. Just like Robert, his name ain't fucking Robert. It's Roberto. It's Miguel and Roberto. How much you want to bet? His birth certificate says Miguel. And Robert Garcia's birth certificate says Roberto. Disney boxes, Roberto. Your mama called you Roberto. I'm gonna call you Roberto. Mikey, your name is Miguel. Why are you Europeanizing your names if you ain't phony? Huh? What's his name? You always check that. You find somebody from India whose name is Paul. You might say, hey, why ain't you saying, you sure your name ain't, you sure your name isn't VJ? Huh? How you get that name, dog? You're from Korea. How is your name Harold? Oh, my name's not really Harold. My name is really Ujin. Oh, why don't you just say your name's Ujin Chang? Well, Harold Carmichael, people like that better. It's easier to pronounce. And then you make fun of people in the city for naming their kid Desiree. Like, they call their name. His name is Taekwon. What are they doing naming their name Taekwon? They're not scared of you. They don't care what you think. They like the name Taekwon. So, I like the name Taekwon. I'm going to name him Taekwon. I like that. You name yourself Mikey. Call me Mikey. Grown-ass man. You calling a grown-ass man Mikey. Make you 30. You getting called Mikey? Your name is Miguel. Have some fucking pride. Say your name is Miguel. My name is Miguel. Miguel Garcia. Miguel Alejandro Garcia. You think his name? What's his middle name? Matter of fact, let me go look up this dude's birth name. While you talking all this, you think why I think he phony. And this ain't got nothing to do with whether or not this dude wins a fight or loses a fight. Watch this. Watch this. Mikey Garcia, box rep. Let's see what this dude's name really is. Miguel Angel Garcia. His name is Miguel Angel. Isn't how you pronounce it? Miguel Angel Garcia. Eduardo. Why doesn't his daddy go by Eddie? Eddie Garcia? You gonna call him Eddie Garcia? That's why he called him a Mexican. You can say what you want. If I know some black dude's name is DeAndre, his name is DeAndre Lorenzo Jackson, and he's just call me D. Just call me D. Don't call me DeAndre. I hate my name. DeAndre, Tyrone. It's like, it's so ethnic. I don't want my ethnic name. Just call me Mikey. Don't call me Miguel Angel. Call me Mikey. You're a grown-ass man with your name Mikey. Smug-ass bastard. Now I'm going too far with Mikey. Now Mikey might want to smack me. See, if I told Mikey that shit, Mikey real Mikey, Miguel would come out. Miguel Angel would, really, motherfucker? Pull his collars up and get ugly with me. Unless some cameras are there, at which point he does the George Foreman. I want a hamburger grill. Fuck out of here, dog. Didn't like that? Don't talk shit about me. And I won't go off on Mikey for 15 straight minutes and point out what you know damn well is true. You're bullying Mikey. Don't bully Mikey. Bully Michael. What's going on, Patrick? He said, what up, man? Justin Dallas still on the plane listening in, man down. What's going on, Patrick Scott? MT Morris, the cold hard facts about leading blacks in entertainment. Absolutely. Oprah can't stand her name is Oprah. Oh, man, Oprah, how am I going to get a job with the name Oprah? Oh, I'll be a mammy. Anyway, it is what it is, dog. I'm just having fun at your expense because you talk too much. I ain't got no problem with Mexicans at all. I want Mexicans to do extremely well in life. And I'm in Texas now. I make sure I frequent Mexican businesses whenever I buy Mexican food. And I know who it is, Taco Brothers. I know who they are. To get their names right there. I go to my lunch. I was like, I like fajitas. I don't want he's like, what's the difference? I didn't know a taco. What do I need to get? Oh, fajitas, the seasoning. Okay, cool. And I'll go get my fajitas from Cats because that's a small business. It's two brothers, their son They got a cart. They got a cart out there by a gas station. I make sure I get these dudes my money on a regular basis because I appreciate what these cats are doing for their family. I think they're now if they wind up and be like, oh, they walk away and say some crazy shit about me, that ain't on me. But them not liking me don't make me no difference, which is how I feel. That's like, just so y'all know, which is how little I care about stuff like that. Little I care about stuff like that. I feel like when I went to school, I used to go to school with all Europeans in grade school, all Europeans. I was the only person with any color in their skin in the whole school. And people at that time would call people honkies, right? So people would call me all kind of names. And one day I was like, I got a name for you. I'm going to hurt their feelings. I'm going to call them a honky. Do you realize that made them all bust out into hysterical laughter? They're like, what? Say it again. Say it again. Did you hear what he called us? They laughed and laughed and laughed. They shamed me. They shamed me because right then I got the essence of it. There is nothing that I can say that is ever going to insult them because they truly believe that they're better than me. They believe it. They don't think it. There's nothing. The only thing that you can do to insult them is sleep with their woman. If you sleep with their woman, then they're hot. Oh, that, because there's some insecurity wrapped around that. But calling them something because they're European, it made no traction whatsoever. At all, none. Because I can't do anything to them. That is like when I don't even care if a Puerto Rican, what are you going to, a Puerto Rican use the word. Okay, yeah, what is he going to do? I mean, like, really, what difference does it make? I have no fear of Chinese. I have no concern about what Chinese people are going to do to me or anybody else other than the majority class. And that's the reality of it. And you can like it. You cannot like it. Go call some wealthy European dude some name, some ethnic insult. The only ones going to get pissed off about it are the people who follow the Hebrew race. They're the only ones that are going to get pissed off about that. They're going to get pissed off at you. But go call somebody a wasp. Aha, you wasp. They don't give a shit about that. Like, look what he said to me. That's so funny. Thanks. Are there any other names? Like, what else do you call us when you're not around? I just want to know because I never get to hear it because I don't care. I mean, you guys are never around me. So what other names do you have for me? I don't give a shit. I almost want to know. Give me 15 more names that Mikey Garcia calls black folk. Who cares? What's he going to do? Okay? What's he going to do? Fight Deontay Wilder? Go fight Deontay Wilder, dog. Go fight Anthony Joshua. Call him that in a boxing ring and see what happens to you. Anyway, man, I think the shit's funny, dude. AJ is the top feminist, man. I've never heard that one yet. Censorship. Mike Bully. Censorship is. Oh, I'm a Mike Bully? No, this is a bully, Ben Jesus. Censorship is racist? No, it's not. It's you getting the fuck out of here. Bye. Boop. It's called capitalism. This is my channel. I got a partnership with YouTube. You talk crazy, I throw you out. Easy. Easy. There is no freedom of speech over here. Okay? This is not a public square. Don't get it twisted. There's no freedom of speech on this channel. We have got moderators with these making sure you don't freely speak. Okay? I don't care what you think, dog. Oh, yeah. That's funny, dog. Tell them your Johnson is bigger. That stuff. Oh. Nah, dog. That shit, dog. That shit, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dude. That shit, the only way that you ever fuck with them is for their woman to go to you. And then it's their woman insulting you. It's still not even you. It's their woman doing you like that. That's their woman doing it. And then it's them. Dude, you should hear some of the things that I've heard women tell me. I'm like, man, are you serious? Like, are you for real? Like some of you, hey, man, All right, I got to take my thing down, but I'm gonna say this. I like black women, love them. I love colored women. If I love them all. That's what I'm saying. I got no problem with Mexicans. I got no problem with Mexicans, dog. None. Okay, none. Because half of you were women. What the hell do I got a problem with a Mexican woman for, man? Mexican women like me. You say you sit up there and be pissed that you want with your 5'6" ass. Mexican women like me. I ain't never had a problem with a Mexican woman. Never. Okay? Never, ever, ever. So I love Mexicans. I got no problem with them at all. And they'll have sons. They have daughters. I got no problem. But the things that black people tell European women that they date, I've listened to European women that wanted to date me talk, and I'm like, if I wanted to talk to you, and yeah, a couple of them were kind of hot chicks, you know, we could have worked it out maybe. But it turned off as soon as they started talking about black women. I was like, hold on, man, you're a good-looking woman, but there ain't nothing wrong with black women. I don't know what these dudes are feeding you, but black women are all good over here, dog. There's millions of them. They all kind of different types, all kind of different shades, all kind of different personalities, all kind of different body shapes. I love them. Okay, I don't like every one of them, but it ain't gonna take me long to find one I like. Okay, so if I did date you, it ain't got nothing to do with my dislike for them at all, dog. But some black dudes just be taking it out on black women around there. Anyway, man, it's just fun, dog. Censorship it's not free. And I can't be, I'm black. Didn't you hear my theory on racism? I have no ability to go and cut off your mortgages, okay? I don't have the ability to do it, dog. We love our fine sisters. Hell yeah, man. Oh, they tried too hard. I mean, I think, I wouldn't have a problem, man. I really, it's just the relationship between the women. I'm like, I can't, my daughter's a black woman. I mean, if you don't like black women, you don't like me. That's my thing. If you don't like black women, you don't like me. I'm not a black woman, but my mama's a black woman. My wife is a black woman. My daughter's a black woman. My grandmama was a black woman. My great grandkids are going to be black women. Come on, man. If you don't like black women, then if a black man doesn't like black women, that black man doesn't like himself. And there's something fundamentally wrong with somebody that doesn't like themselves. Okay? If you're a Mexican dude and you can't stand Mexican women, there's something that you don't like about yourself. Because your mom is a Mexican woman. Your kids are going to be Mexican women. How can you not like yourself? You're going to have a child. If you have children, you got a 50-50 chance that it's going to be a woman. So you don't like your daughter? You don't like where you came from, and you don't like where you're going. How can I respect you? I'm not saying that you can only like your own woman, your own people like that, but a dislike for your own people? Come on, man. You bugging. That's my take on it anyway. Big dose. I have to have me a black woman because no other race can understand what I go through as a black man. I mean, I think you'd be surprised. But, I had no problem dating a Puerto Rican chick. I would have married a Puerto Rican chick in a heartbeat, dog. If I liked them, marry him in a heartbeat. An Indian, yeah, other than the family stuff, and I don't want to have any stress with a family. You know what I mean? Like their family, if the family don't want me in the family, I don't want to be in the family. That's how I go, and I would suggest y'all to that too. If you dating somebody, then their family don't want you, don't do it. Because that's their family. If you got to grow into it and all that stuff, that's not my style. But, it is what it is, dog. People got to do what they got to do. What up, Fannon? Tell them I know mad African dudes that only want or say they only want. Yeah, exactly, Nate Jeff. I've seen that. There's a dude, this African dude, and I tell this story. Let me check super chats and my time. There's this African dude. I was in DC, and there's these. I know they're Nigerian because I can tell Nigerians. Oh, what's going on? Understanding Reason. He said, "Hey, Fannon, I just wrote a book. I want to send you a copy. How? By the way, I love Mexicans too. Hey, yeah, man. Understanding the reason. Here you go. You just email me, man. And I'll give you an address to send it to. Or tell me how to buy it. I don't need you to send it to me. I just need you to tell me how to buy it. That's my email. I want to buy your book. I don't need free copies. I like supporting people, man. If you wrote a book, there's another cat on the Patreon that wrote a book, and I got to get a copy of his book. I like to support. If you wrote a book, I want to buy your book. I want to buy your book. I'll read your book. I'll give your book out as a gift on the channel. Fannon is speaking facts, but I'll never tell someone who to do that with. What are you talking? Who to do what with? I'm not sure what that is. Caste system. Yeah, man. I'm black and proud. If I die, I came back. I want to be black again and forever. Man, hey, man. Yes, sir, for sure. That's what's good. Fannon, I'm looking for a comfortable desk for a desk job. I've been wondering if those gamer chairs are comfortable for long hours. How's your chair? This one is good. This is a lot. You just need to keep buying them. If you're at your office, I would suggest you get one of them shits where you can stand up. If you're going to have a very long time in the office, you got to get a chair. You got to be up, just not just the chair. Get one of those things that you can raise up and you can stand up for periods of time. But yeah, man, this gamer chair is really, really comfortable. You know, I forgot. Oh, damn. What was it? Oh, I was going to tell you what the dude said. My wife was very, very lightly complected, like, you know, not a whole lot of color in her. And the Creole chick from New Orleans. Her family's from Louisiana. She's from a different city, but her family's from Louisiana. If you're familiar with the type, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's not somebody, she's a black woman that you're not going to date unless you're black and you're looking for it. You're not going to catch her. You're not going to catch it on the first go, right? But both her parents are black, grandparents are black, you know, always identified as black, right? Went to black colleges, but you're just not going to see it right away. So these Nigerians came up to me when I was in by Union Station, and my wife walked away. She's my girlfriend at the time. They came up and said, "See, a black man can get a white woman. What did you do?" What? And I was like, "She's black." Eyes all confused and shit. And I was like, "For real? For real? Like, what's wrong with you, dude? I don't know how you get one. Go talk to one, dog. Say hi. That's what you need to do. Go say hi." How much does a gamer charge? I'm not sure, man. My wife bought this for my son. She paid for it. I'm not sure how it costs. A couple $100 probably. A good one is a few $100, I'm sure. But cats can do what they want to do, man. I don't care about the race, but better. Oh my God, dog, you hilarious, dog. Luis Garcia, yeah. That's important too, dog, and readily available. But if you get married, don't expect that shit to be readily available forever. Okay, that shit switches up when you get married. Creole women are the best. Love them. Love them. Yeah. Oh, Eric, since I'm a girl's Creole too. Yeah, I love them. I really and truly love them. I love the whole Louisiana vibe though. Miguel Garcia. Yeah, exactly. Miguel Garcia. That's his name. Miguel Garcia. Miguel Angel Garcia. Call me Mikey. Man, grow up, dog. Get that EY off your name, dog. You know, most kids that are called Mikey when they're kids, they're going to grow up and be like, my name is Michael. But if he said his name was Michael Garcia, then, dog, I'll be clowning for days, dog. I'll be clowning for days. But he can fight, dog. You know the boy can fight. I don't know who you are, Kiko Canero Kempes. We do that all the time. We send subscribers to channels all the time, dog, but we got to know who you are. Just putting it in the comment section, dude, is kind of, that's kind of bad form, homie. Something like semi-chubby black women, she can cook and love it. Hey, man, some of them, hey, like who you like, dog. It's all good. Oh man, Jamahari Moore said, Fannon, I'm from Lake Charles. I know exactly what you talking about. Hell yeah, Lake Charles. I know you do. I know you do. Lake Charles, dog. I love them. I love them. I love them. First of all, they're Southern women. They're Southern women. Southern women are nice. I like New York chicks, and I like Southern women. New York chicks is kind of, hey man, they a handful, dog. At least to start with. Anyway, I'm Creole, just darker than most of my fam. Last name, only man is Moye. Yeah, that, you know how it comes and goes, man. You know, ins and outs, ins and outs. But yeah, man, great families, great environment, man. Great food. Oh Lord, the food. Fannon, when are you gonna start a watch collection? I don't know, man. I was thinking, you know, I don't know, man. When I get some money. Oh, yeah, you talking about Moriel? Yeah, Mark Moriel's dad. What was Mark Moriel's dad? Mayor Moriel passed for white until he became mayor and surprised them. I'm Black New Orleans. Yeah. Well, he was, I think he became state rep. What's Mark Moriel's dad's name? Because Mark Moriel was the second mayor. The first one was Moriel before Bartholomew, but he only passed at LSU. He passed at LSU. But there's a lot of people that are passing, man. A lot of people that are passing. And I be seeing them. I'm like, you are not fooling me, homie. Like Mark Moriel, he wasn't gonna feel. He only fooling some people. People that ain't paying attention. What do you think about Lafayette? Oh, my wife got a bunch of relatives in Lafayette. Lafayette's a good place, man. They're from LeBeau. They're from LeBeau, which is like a country town, maybe 45 minutes outside of Lafayette. So it's a good country town, man. Dutch Moriel, that's his name, Dutch Moriel. Yeah. And then there's Bartholomew's were like that. The Bartholomew's are like that too. I was real cool with Bartholomew's daughters. Real good people, real smart women. Real smart women. Just let you know, since it's going unreported, them Joshua Miller tickets ain't moving, man. Hey, I don't mean to giggle at him, but look, man, I'm gonna get out of here. It's almost 12:30. I'm in my hour house, man. I'm in my hour and a half, man. I appreciate everybody. Oh, Richard Smith said my wife is Black Creole. Yeah, man, I'm good women, man. I mean, they're cool too, for the most part. Except, you know, the ones, you know, you got the ones that really do want to skate over the edge, they're foul. I mean, like the New Orleans, some of the ones in New Orleans that really are trying to pass, but like everybody knows they're Black except for the people they're trying to pass to, they're kind of foul. They're kind of foul. Like really, it's like, yeah, it's my sister. You know, I had one of my boys now, he passes, like, isn't Atlanta passing? I'm like, dog, they don't know? He's like, nah, they don't know. I mean, he's like, I ain't telling them. I ain't telling them. So, you know, whatever. That's his take. It's like, he ain't telling them. He knows it. And I guess if they asked him, he wouldn't deny it. But, you know, he's just going to let them go on about their business. Like, yeah, man, it is what it is, dog. If they don't know, I ain't telling them. All right, hey, man, do you. Because he ain't never like he had an issue hanging out with Black folk. But his sister straight hiding in the weeds. Yeah, New Orleans is, Haitian Creole, that's what's up. Oh, Bartholomew's daughter was tall as hell. Yeah. You talking about Sherry. Both of them nice, though. Her brothers, the son is big as shit, too. I think his name was Mikey, something like that. You talking about Sherry. Yeah, Sherry's cool people, man. Real cool people. Real cool people. Yeah, she's a big girl, man. Tall girl. Moved up to Chicago, man, and like, I think she's an accountant in Chicago. I was at some party saying what's up to her, like, hey, what's up? And man, that dude was with her, dog. This motherfucker jumped in between us, like, hey. I was like, dog, will you fucking move? Man, this dude for real. I was like, what's up, Sherry? She's good people, right? She's like, hey, what's going on? Man, this dude literally jumped between us. I was like, man, so, because she's super high yellow chick, like super duper 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 duper, super duper duper, right? Like, oh man, this dude acting like I was trying to rob this motherfucker's bank or something. Like, dog, look, man, you gotta move, homie. Like, I looked at her like, fuck is with this dude. Anyway, the daughter that went to Xavier, yeah, she went to Xavier. You're talking about, yeah, that's Sherry Bartholomew, man. That's Sherry Bartholomew. Yeah, she's good people, man. Real good people. It's odd that I wound up to people like actually mention somebody who was a friend of mine. But yeah, man, Sherry Bartholomew is really, really good people. Very smart lady. Very smart lady. Brother was cool. Younger sister was cool. Just a cool family, dog. Whole cool family. Says 7th Ward. I only knew one Creole woman. She bragged about her father not letting her date black men. I always wondered if anyone would date her. She was busted. Hell yeah, they'll date her, man. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that's how, the Portia, the wife, the badass wife, the Layla Ali's mama. Yeah. Whole bunch of chicks out there in California are. But look, man, I got to get out of here, man. And she said super duper. She's super duper, dog. Like she glue in the dark. She was, hey, dog, that chick was so pale. Hey, no, I don't want to say she pale because she was pretty. But if you turn the lights off, dog, she glowed in the dark, dog. Don't let there be a little bit of light. She gonna glow in the dark. And I did not date her, so I don't mean to imply that. She's just good people. So I don't want to date. I don't want to, if any way, shape, or form, you like this cat Fannon, because my name, she won't know me by that. She'll know me by something else. You know, nah, man. She's a great person, though, dog. Yeah, anyway, man. Got to get out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the super chat. Hey, man, can't wait for the fight. It's going to be on and popping. I got Errol Spence Jr. winning. I respect Mikey Garcia in the ring, but I got to clown him outside, dog. Stop letting grown men call you Mikey, man. Anyway, you're a grown man. Stop letting people call you Mikey. Anyway, it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace.